Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a lovely Wednesday. I know mine has been a blast. I got to meet with one of my favorite realtors and I just all kinds of positive vibes up in the Mojica office earlier today where I took a couple of pictures because of my cool shirt. You see this? Oh my God, isn't it super cute? Oh my God. Anyways, I'm super excited because I love it. Thank you. A big shout out to Fawn with Fantastic Designs. If you look on my page, I go ahead and give her a shout out on there too, and on my Instagram, because seriously, like, I've had her do a couple of shirts for me and I love them every single time. So I'm just saying, if you need to get some custom shirts done, and she does all kinds of stuff, not only shirts, she also does like mugs and all, I think even doormats and that kind of stuff. Anyways, I just do shirts, but I'm never disappointed, and it's always cool to see what, like, the really cool new things she's doing. So highly recommended if you're looking for that. Now, as you probably saw, we're going to be talking about Maricopa County Recorder's Office. So that means that I'm actually going to flip the camera over. That way you can go ahead and see my computer screen, because I'm going to be showing you, then for how you can look for certain information on there. Because like I said, if you saw it on my personal page, you're like, oh, what if you need to change the name on a deed or that kind of stuff? Where do I get a copy of the deed? Because I forgot where I misplaced it, or I lost it, or stuff like that happens. You know, you just want to have a copy for funsies, because you never know what you don't know. You know what I mean? You're being a little proactive. So yeah, I'm going to show you where you can get all this information. And the really cool thing about the recorder's office is that they give you so much more information. I'm gonna excuse the mess, but they give you so much more information versus just like stuff for the home, which is really nice. Hey everyone. So I'm just sharing this, as you know, on my personal page real quick. You're probably thinking, what the heck is this? Kind of looks like an iron cake. It is a juicer. I was like, what is that? I'm not telling you, and I forgot to. So let me just do this real quick. So, yes. So the weather's cooling down. That's kind of nice, right? At night and in the morning, you can kind of tell. You wake up and you're like, oh. Like before, when you set your AC, you're like, oh my God, it's so hot. But now I'm almost like, am I going to get sick? I mean, we got to stop putting the AC so low. How dramatic. Some of you may be like, what? What are you talking about? It's still hot. I mean, it is, but it's cooling down a little. I'm just saying. Okay. So awesome. Let me go ahead and flip this over. That way you can tell. And then I'll go ahead and flip this back over to share other little details and all that kind of good stuff. All right. All right. So any kind of questions, I can see the questions that are popping up. So ask away. Okay. So let me go ahead and flip these over. Make sure I pull up the right one. Okay, let me flip this over. Awesome. So I'm an HP user, so don't judge me. Okay. So this is the recorder's office. This is their home page, right? You can, as you can see, you just go to recorder.maricopa.gov. All right. And you get to this lovely page. And as you can tell, we had elections yesterday, right? Or voting day was yesterday if you were voting in person. If you were voting by mail but weren't able to mail it in, you could go ahead and turn it in person at one of the polls yesterday. Now, if you ever need information about voting, if you move, you need to re-register because you might have moved districts. So you can get all of that information on here, right? So I do want to show you that real quick. So yeah, election and voter registration information. But then, as you can tell, like, you have home, about us. Oh, I have a glare there. How do I get rid of that? I don't know how to get rid of that. Okay. Elections, media, publications, help and support. So we're going to be looking at elections, okay, real quick. So you can kind of see candidates and committees. What district am I in? Who are my elected officials? Early voting information. So this is really cool because you can get an early ballot request. Like, you can go ahead and request it online and be permanently on the voting list. I mean, it's super helpful. If I go back to elections, you can see the election map, the election results, you know, If you're overseas, if you're military or overseas and need voter information, again, this is just at your fingertips. So yeah, just so you know. Oh, and why the address are important is because you'll have different people that represent you there, and this is how you can find it. You just need to know your street address for your home. Okay. Now, what I wanted to show you is we'll go over to help and support. And again, you can reach this from the home page. You go down to FAQs. No, I did it like this. I'm a estaba berrinchuda. Okay, there was one where I didn't have to go down. How do I do this again? I'm like, I did this earlier so I would know. Okay, it's okay. We'll go to recorder. Okay. So basically you go to FAQ, frequently asked questions, and it's cool because you have your English content right here, and then you have your Spanish content, contenido en español. All right. So I'll press on it to see what happens. Oh, preguntas frecuentes. So it translates everything, even the top, look. Inicio, sobre nosotros, registrador, elecciones, medio, publicaciones, ayuda y apoyo. Okay. So, está en español también para que todos los que quieran ver aquí el recording office. Anyways, so I'm going to put it back to English. But here we have some of the FAQs, right? The frequently asked questions. So, if you were here, you have information about where do you obtain a form for recording purposes, what are the fees for recording, how do I remove my name, right? Depending on the way you're holding the deed of your home, whether it be a townhouse, mobile home, lot, etc., right? You might need to move your name, but as you can tell, it says here, please contact an attorney for legal advice and document preparation. But you can also learn, are there any liens on the property? That's important. Can you tell me the selling price of a property? And it says here, you can search our records at record data or RecDoc data by owner and name of recording number. You will then need to determine if an affidavit of value has been recorded. The affidavit of value should contain the sales price information. Look up the ownership, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, you can also ask me to do this. I would be more than happy to tell you, hey, this is how much your home is worth based off what's going on in your neighborhood. And I'd be more than happy to do that, and that is free. So, yeah, dude, hit me up. How to do a title search, who the owner of a property is, how do I get the dimensions for my property. This is important, especially if you have a piece of land or if you have your property where you're going to be building your home, but you don't know exactly where the lines are. You're going to want to know, that way you stay within the boundaries, like how to obtain a copy of my deed. You get copies are $1 a page. Certified copies are $3, and then it says, in your mailing request, please enclose a self-addressed stamped envelope or add an additional $1 for mailing purposes. Okay, so you can do either or. How can I find out about a house for sale or foreclosure? How do I remove a descendant's name from a deed? Blah, blah, blah. What is an affidavit of real property value? Anyways, all kinds of information. If I keep going down, how do I change the ownership of a piece of property? How do I record my business name? How do I remove an erroneous lien on my property? That happens. That's important to know. What happens when my document is presented for recording? Also, this is super important because I feel like sometimes we need these documents, but we don't know how to get them. But it's helpful. So how to get a copy of a marriage license, divorce decree. You can find it here. So it tells you, and it has links, as you can tell, links that you can go ahead and click, and it just takes you an Arizona birth or an Arizona death certificate. Anyways, so all kinds of very helpful things when it comes to the documents pertaining your home. Okay. Also voter registration, because when you move, it's possible that you are likely in a new district unless you moved close to where you were already living. Okay. And that's super important, because that's really one way that we're exercising our rights as citizens of the country, if applicable. Okay. So anyway, so this is our lovely recorder, Adrian Fontes. Charming dude with glasses. We're gonna go to about us a little. So real quick about Adrian. He's an Arizona native. Cool. I'm an Arizona native. He was raised on the border in Nogales. He was in active duty service in the United States Marine Corps. Solidified his love of country and made him a strong advocate of the U.S. Constitution. Let's see. So he went to law school, it looks like. So after law school, he lives in Phoenix with his wife Mona, and they have 3 daughters. He's an avid musician, college football fan, and supporter of his community. Anyway, so that's a little bit about our county recorder. Then if we go about the office, because that's important. As you can kind of see, so it's basically recording all kinds of data. Our first recording being from, June 5th, 1871, can be located on our, website. Social security numbers have been redacted on all images available on the website. Anyways, all kinds of good stuff. You're like, oh, this is great. Here we have a lovely video. This seems a little outdated. Yeah, 1991, 1992. Hey, Marcus. What is up, everyone watching? Let's see. Ooh, look at this. You can tell this was like from a hot second ago.
About our early beginnings as Arizonans. The images of deeds, maps, liens, wills, even death certificates.
So that's how we used to look.
Would not be images you would envision to be a significant part of our past.
And now it is all digital.
Yet, recordation of these documents from whom we would consider to be nameless, faceless people has been the formation of our landscape.
This is 20 minutes long.
Of our evolution.
We're not watching it all, but I just wanted to show you.
Is understanding how the Maricopa County Recorder's Office.
Nope. Okay, so I think it's time for a new video for them. But anyways, our vision is to provide. Our vision is to be the most productive recording office with the best customer service and the best solutions for recording documents and assessing public records. Anyways, so that's what they're about. Recording documents. Here are the hours on location. So that's also stuff that you can find online. They have a little disclaimer right over here on the side. You can also sign up to receive email notifications of any future website outages. You can also follow them on social media. You can take a usability survey. Ooh, you can even do a newsletter sign up and a holiday schedule if you like. So you do have different offices, as you can see. One on main downtown, I don't know how to read. Main downtown office, southeast Mesa office, and then one in Phoenix. But anyways, so take a look at this website. Just peruse around it. I mean, it could be a lot easier than having to go in sometimes, right? Oh, and I just noticed here's a little FAQ button. If I press on it, yep, it took me back to where I was earlier. So it talks about the elections, right? When are the elections? In case you forget, again, you have all of this information on at your fingertips. To primary, general, local, standalone elections, presidential preference election, right? So all kinds of good stuff. And then the voter registration. So if you're eligible to vote, I highly encourage you. And here it tells you if you're like, I don't know if I am. You can go ahead and check here. As long as you meet all of the criteria, you can. But look, when you must register? After moving, after a name change, to update your political party. So if you bought a house, likely you moved. So you need to re-register anyways. But also if you change your name, whether you got married, divorced, you changed your name because you wanted a new name, or you're changing your name to better fit your identity, then, you have to re-register. Or if you lose your voter identification card, how do I get another? Anyways. So this is that. I'm gonna go ahead over now. Wasn't that fun? Anyways, there's all kinds of useful information on this. Like I said, I highly recommend you just go take a look at it. Be like, okay, get familiarized, especially if you're an active voter. And if you're not, don't worry. There's always room for improvement. You can do this, boo. I believe in you. So we just got to believe in the voting process and really exercise it, right? I'm not going to go too far down that line, but I'm just saying, vote. But, so yeah, recorder's office, there you go. The website, the website seems pretty user-friendly. Obviously, it's not like Facebook where you get engrossed and you're just like scrolling down on the feed, because this is a little bit more serious and you're just kind of like, okay. But anyway, still all kinds of good stuff. Like I said, go ahead and take a look at it. Lastly, I do want to tell you a couple of things. Boo-boo, I've been talking about this all the time. If you have any questions about the Pathway to Purchase program, you need to hit me up ASAP. This money is not going to last forever. Last time it went away, I think after a year. This time it's only about half the money. So it's going to go half as fast because it's half the money. Okay, so you need to get on it. You got questions, you're thinking about it, it's an inkling in the back of your mind and your subconscious. I don't care. Call me. Let me know. Send me a text message. Message me through Facebook, Instagram. Hazme señales de humo if you have to. Do smoke signals. I am here for you, boo. I'll be looking at the sky. No, but seriously. This money is going to go fast. It's likely to be over by the end of the year, if that. So it's on a first-come, first-served basis. Nobody's going to be saving it for you unless you act on it. So act on it and give me a call or text, or you know what I mean. But anyways, let me get off that soapbox. And real quick, though, it's only eligible for certain zip codes, and you have to meet the program requirements, which a lot of people meet. So, yeah, talk to me. Okay, anyways. Another thing is, I'm super excited because I now teach 6 different classes throughout the valley, primarily at Mountainside Fitness and EOS. So the EOS locations that I teach at are EOS and Tempe, and then there are 3 Mountainside Fitnesses that I consistently teach at because I have scheduled classes there, which would be Chase Field, which is the Platinum location for Mountainside Fitness, the Shea location, which is on 116th Avenue, and what's Saguaro, one of the two, way over there in Scottsdale. And then thirdly is at Marina Heights in Tempe, next to Tempe Beach Park or Park Beach, or I always forget what it's called. But those lovely big blue buildings that has like State Farm and that kind of stuff, Amazon. So just real quick off the bat, my classes are, I'll start to teach Zumba 5:30 at Marina Heights for Mountainside Fitness starting September 10th at 5:30 in the evening. So join me for that. It should be a lot of fun. I teach Tuesdays Peak Performance Zone at Mountainside Fitness Marina Heights at 6. I also teach Muscle 5:30 p.m. Thursdays at Mountainside Fitness Chase location. I teach Zumba again at Mountainside Fitness, the Shea location in Scottsdale at 8:30 in the morning. That's a nice big class. And then I also teach Peak Performance again Saturday mornings at 9:30 at Marina Heights. And then my Zumba class at EOS Fitness, 12 p.m. Saturdays as well. Anyways, right? That was Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, because I teach 2 on Saturday. Anyways, all right, that's my schedule. If you forget it, let me know. I'll try to keep it like active. I'll try to have it somewhere active on my business page. That way, if you forget, you can always check back into it. But I'm gonna let y'all go because it's about dinner time and I gotta get dinner ready. I'm making nachos today, so I'm super excited. They're gonna be vegetarian nachos, so it's gonna be good. You know me and food, we like this. But I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank y'all for watching. I look forward to seeing you guys Friday for Fit Fridays. No te lo pierdas. I'll see you soon. Let me turn this. Let me turn this off. Bye.